Hi there, it's Rob Anderson again. I'm still doing the understanding keywords videos, and this time I want to talk to you about buyer keywords. You see, if you're planning a business and there's no buyer intent in all of the keywords that you're looking up, if your keywords or your business is going to be about free MP3s, then you have a problem because you're trying to sell a product where there is so much free product, free things available. Now, don't be put off because, for example, there's lots of free images out there on the internet, but at the same time, there are a lot of very, very successful image websites, places where you pay a premium fee for a high quality image. And it'll work the same with background music or audio tracks or whatever it is, that there is a high level of free. And so what you've got to learn to do is to see if there is enough buyer intent by searching for buyer keywords. Now, I'm going to try to give you some examples. It's a little bit hard. Before I even start, obviously a buyer keyword is where to buy XYZ printer, where to reviews. The word review is a very strong buyer. If somebody's already looking at reviews, they're pretty close to buying. Also, a good example, even though I've used gifts here as my example, a good example would be if you were doing something, let's say like an Amazon website or physical product, somebody looking up cameras, that's a core or seed keyword, and they haven't got very far with their thinking. Then they go into Canon or Nikon alone, let's say Canon, and they're digging down into that. And that's pretty cool. Now you know they've already decided this is the kind of one I want. And now they go to SLR cameras, and it's a longer tail keyword and getting nearer to buyer, but still not a buyer keyword. But when they finally get to the Canon SDP3, whatever that is, and I know there's not something like that, and they add review to the end, now they've got to where if they can read a good review, they're going to click on your link and go and buy one. So buyer keywords. Get is a good buyer keyword. So let's just look at examples. I've thrown in the word gifts as a core keyword. Okay. And there's huge return here. Mother's Day, gifts for men, gift. Now let's just say let's pick something that doesn't quite work with the general idea of gifts. Bird feeders. I decide I'm going to make bird feeders or bird houses, maybe both, something related to cool garden bird stuff, bird feeders for the garden. Okay, so I've already got a whole lot of patterns. I bought some products online and I'm going to start to make them. Now I want to see the keywords to get to them. Now it's a gift, so is it more likely to be a gift for men, a gift ideas, Mother's Day gifts? To be honest, Mother's Day gifts are more likely to be it. So I see these aren't sorted in order, which is cool too. So now what I'm going to do is let's just say that I'm happy to target, wow, just one day a year. It sounds dangerous, so let's not even do, but that's fine. It's okay. Let's see if there are buyer keywords in this. So I'm going to put Mother's Day up here. And then Mother's Day gifts, which is in fact a better keyword. In fact, let's go straight to a longer tail keyword because I can't waste too much time searching for a long tail keyword for you. So I put it into here, pop, save, and it'll reload for Mother's Day gifts. Let's close that. So good Mother's Day gifts, cheap Mother's Day gifts. Here, what's cool, by the way, when they say cheap, they really mean it. And if you've got some really cool, cheap products, there's a high chance they're going to order. Mother's Day gift ideas, gifts for Mother's Day, homemade Mother's Day gifts. So now you're looking at a specific, niche. So tight. Now, by the way, here's where your keyword research, and really what I'm doing here is just general keyword research. But let's do this. Paste that in there and ask it to only include those. Now we're really getting a bit dangerous. If you go this far down, by the way, in long tail keywords, because this is a long tail keyword, you might only get no results. Here we go. I think we've got 6. So now you've got homemade Mother's Day gifts, easy homemade, you see, easy, when they do this, this is the opposite of a buyer keyword. Because what they're looking for here is something to make themselves. Homemade gifts for Mother's Day, for kids. That's again, you see, so you've got to be aware that a lot of these keywords are being looked up for as a way to make things for other crafters to get ideas from. So it's that sort of thing that you have to watch out for. Let's, for fun, let's do Canon with less letters in there. And I just want to clear this. So let's pop this in backwards. Click Save. So when I go to Canon alone, it's going to bring up a variety of items. I want to get you down to some buyer keywords. So I just need to find a Canon camera. Let's go there. Just that one. So whatever 70D is, I'm going to copy it, pop this into here, include it into this end, and now it's going to show me, I'm pretty certain, a bunch of cool sorry, it's fighting with me. I really don't want homemade gifts. Oh, that's what's recorded on my... 1 second, people, let me go back and fix all of... Okay, I'm back. I fixed it. Sorry, I was just copying and pasting an old thing in the memory bar. Okay, so 246,000 people a month looking that up. And look there, buy a keyword for sure. The 70D review, 70D price. Oh boy, when they're asking for price, believe me, they are going straight to the core of it. Now here's the sad news. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 4. Now, what I haven't told you anywhere yet at all is that Google doesn't always tell you these sort of things in total honesty. You've got to know that there's going to be a whole bunch of others with the words Canon 70D in it. So like, where can I buy a Canon 70D? And so the trick is to now take these 4, and now we're talking about content creation, so I'm going to go into that later, but this helps you understand your keywords. You want to, excuse me, you want to target these keywords, right? You want to get those 12,100 people that are interested in the Canon 70D review. You want to get 6,000 of them to your website. How do you do that? To make sure you're number one, you've got to have another 20 pages, maybe, until I've done the research. And I'll show you further videos how to do the research to check your competition. But you've got to find out how to be the guy that you're number one for that, and not just one, preferably 1, 2, and 3, which of course is not that easy these days anymore. 8 years ago when I started, it was very easy. Point is that these few keywords are very powerful, and together they bring you a potential of about X amount of, and buyer keywords, strong buyer keywords. So these are cool. You'd obviously have to use it, produce samples, get one that you can do in detailed reviews. You review f-stop. You review the lenses for a Canon 70D review, all the lenses. Top 3 things in a Canon 70D review reviewed. You do that sort of thing, and that way, over time, you will have an authority website with 20 or 30 pages for a single product, and you'll be the one that's ranking for it over other very strong opposition, which is cool. That's fine. They're in business, so are you. That's it. So for now, that's pretty much where you're looking at buyer keywords to see that there's buyer intent for a keyword, as opposed to take the obvious free word with free or download, or also bad things for it. That's it. Cool. I'm going to save this one and go on to the next one, which is long tail keyword research and drilling down, and find you some cool examples for that. Cool. Cheers.